This competition was really challenging. You had to come in and meet, 3 or 4 people I've never known before, and figure out a way to work together on a very real policy problem, and try to resolve some of the obstacles that we're facing here. In this particular instance with healthcare and the implementation of the Affordable Care Act.
This competition seemed like a great opportunity. It seemed like an opportunity to really, get some good policy experience.
I saw that it was a policy simulation, and I really like what I learned at University of Maryland about how policy works and trade-offs, and I thought it was a great environment in which to practice this before I got into the work world.
I was really impressed with the competition, the way it's brought together people from, all different schools and different opinions and perspectives.
We're all in our own individual schools doing our own thing. A lot of us are doing things that are very similar to each other, but unless it's a bunch of professors coming together at a NASPAA conference, we don't sort of see each other and talk to each other about it.
Instead of everyone being through the same program, the fact that there's different programs with different strengths, being able to bring those together and see how that all unfolds in making a policy was really interesting.
All right, so we're Team 4. Our team name is Health Incorporated. I think the result was really working with my team, which very fabulous people, I have to say, just spectacular, policy-oriented, great analysts. We were able to fall into roles really fast. We were able to work together. So as far as I'm concerned, I've succeeded.
One of the most important lessons I think to learn coming from this is that simulation is useful as a tool. It's not going to dictate future behavior, but it can illuminate things that we may not have seen before. That is, we can recognize how different decisions interact with one another and create changes that we may not have anticipated if we were taking kind of a strict cost-benefit linear approach to thinking through what our policies are going to be.
I was amazed at exactly how wrong our assumptions were. Things that we thought made perfect sense and that things would work out in a certain way did not in the slightest, and everything we learned through theory and everything I knew from anecdotal experience, I could not believe how different this was, and it was a very sophisticated system, so there's a lot to learn from that.
I hope more people start doing this, and that it's not just a once-a-year national level, but that people can start doing this in the classroom and doing this on a more regular basis, so that by the time people are actually in positions to implement policy and make these decisions that impact the real world, we're going to know what we're doing, and we're going to have a much better idea of how to engage and do it in a more beneficial way.